Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Builder Fashion, a channel where you learn how to make beautiful outfits in the easiest way possible. If you are a new subscriber, you are welcome. Thank you for stopping by. And if you have been my subscriber, if you are not just stopping by, thank you for always being there. Thank you for your support. So in today's video, we are going to be learning how to sew this beautiful free kaftan gown. Is like a kaftan, just like a straight gown, and it is free, and we have a black material at the middle. So make sure you watch this video to the end. I promise you have a lot to learn. I will try as much as possible to explain in the most detailed way possible. So the first thing that I will be doing when I have my fabric is to arrange my fabric. I folded it into 4 places because I'm going to be cutting both the front and the back together. I first of all folded it into 2 with my length. Then after that, I folded it into 2 again sideways with my width. So what you see me measuring here is from my shoulder to my sleeve. You know this gown is an hand together gown. So how did I get this measurement? I put the tape rule at the middle of my back, and then I measure it together with the sleeve where I want the sleeve to stop. So that is what I'm measuring now. Then after that, I added my allowance. The next thing that I'll be doing right now is to measure the neck. My neck, I'm using 3 inches for the width of the neck, and from the depth of the neck, of the front neck, of the back neck rather, I'll be using 1.5 inches, as you can see. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to curve it. Like you can see. If you don't understand, just keep watching the video. You will need about 3 yards for this style. 3 yards of material for this style. So guys, the next thing I'll be doing now is to measure my shoulder slams, and for that I'll go down with 1.5 inches, as you can see. Then after that, I'll measure my armhole, the length of my armhole. For me to get, this is a free gown, so after my normal armhole, I added about 1 inch to it. But on a normal day, if you want to measure your armhole, use your bust measurement divided by 6. Then you add 1.5 inch allowance. But because it's a free gown, after dividing my bust and adding 1.5 inch allowance, I still went ahead to add another extra 1 inch. I don't know if you get what I'm doing. Then the next thing you see me measuring here is my hip measurement. My hip measurement divided by 4, and I added about 2 inches to hip, and I took it down, then connected it with my armhole. After that, can you see my sleeve length, my armhole and my sleeve length? Can you see the slant that I'm doing? I went in again under by 1 inch and I slanted it. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. The sleeve, I slanted it in at that armpit side, not at the shoulder side, at the armpit side. I slanted it in by 1 inch. It will make your clothes have a very good fitting. After that, at that armhole curve, I went in by 1 inch and I curved it. I don't know if you understand what I'm. Just keep watching. Keep watching. You will see the outcome. Then the next thing I want to do now is my pocket. For me to get where my pocket will start from, I'm going to measure from my shoulder to my waistline. I measured 17 inches from shoulder to waist. Then I curved it as you see me doing right now. Then where my pocket will end from, I measured like 7 inches so that my hand will enter inside. This pocket is going to be like a together pocket with the dress. It's already attached with it. So I just watch what I'm doing, guys. My pocket. So the next thing now is for me to cut it out. I'm going to cut it out. Can you see? I'm cutting it together with the pocket. And can you see the sleeve? That I slanted the sleeve a little bit inside. I don't know if you can see it. Just keep on watching. I had to cut everything out. Then I cut my shoulder slants. Then the neck, the front and the back neck, I'm going to cut them together. After that, I separated it. I removed one. I removed the back. So this is the front. Now at this front, I'm going to come in by 7 inches for the neck depth. I'm still going to use that width, but for the neck depth, or anyhow you want your V-neck to come down, just measure it. But me, I came in about 7 inches. Then from that 7 inches, I started marking 2 inches downwards. Can you see? 2 inches downwards. I'm going to connect it with a ruler. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm connecting with a ruler, and I'm going to connect it with that 7 inches to form something. Can you see what I did with the ruler? To form something like a V shape. I don't know if you get what I'm doing. So that's what we are going to do now. When I get close to the neck, I'm going to bring my hand to form something like a V shape. Can you see what I did? Now I'm going to place my front and my back piece together, right side facing right side. Then I will join the shoulder. Can you see the space in between? Yes, we are going to attach a black material to that space in between. So I've gone ahead to pin it down and join it right side to right side. The next thing that I'm going to be doing is to add my black material. I have my black fabric here. The wideness is 4 inches. When I fold it into 2, it will become 2 inches. Then I joined it. After joining it, I notched the middle of my back neck. I notched it. So from the middle of my back neck that I notched, I fixed that place that I joined. I measured it down to get the length of my gown. Then I added like 4 inches. That's the length of that black material that you are seeing. The next thing I'll be doing is to measure my neck. As you can see, I'm measuring my neck. The neck depth is about 8 inches. I chalked it there. Now I'm going to measure, look at it, from the middle of that back that I said I notched earlier on. I want to measure it up to that place that I notched. Can you see? Look at what I'm doing. Just look at what I'm doing. Just look at what I'm doing. Now I'm going to measure that same measurement on the clothes. For example, I got 12 inches. I'm measuring that my 12 inches on the cloth, on the black material. I don't know if you are seeing what I'm doing. Look at it, and then I opened the material like this. Can you see? And I'm going to rule a straight line on it. I'm going to go ahead and rule a straight line on that line that I notched. Then thereafter, I'm going to rule a line in the middle of this my black material. I'm going to rule a straight line in the middle. And that line is going to stop where my slit is. Can you see what I'm doing now? I want to measure where I want the opening to be from the bottom. You can use 18 inches, you can use 16 inches from the bottom. So that's what I'm measuring now. After that, I rule a straight line across it with my ruler. The next thing that I'm going to be doing right now is to divide this black material into 2. I don't mean I'm going to cut it into 2. I'm going to rule a straight line in between the black material with my chalk. You know it is 4 inches wide. I'm going to measure 2 inches. Then I rule a straight line across it. Just watch and see what I'm doing. That straight line is going to be what I'm going to go ahead and stitch in my sewing machine. Just keep watching what I'm doing. Keep watching what I'm doing. That is what I'm going to rule on. Can you see? Then I'm going to sew it together. I'm going to rule it on and sew it together. For the black material, you can use doll face. You can use, some people use ashoke. Some people use ashoke. Some people use tafieta. It depends on what you want. So that is what I'm doing now. I'm ruling the line. I'll go over to the sewing machine now. So guys, I've gone ahead to join it. I've gone ahead to stitch it down. That place I told you I was going to stitch down in the middle. Now look at it. Look at it. Just take a look at what I'm doing. Take your time and watch what I'm doing. Can you remember this place that we use our chalk to mark? You just go ahead and open it down like this. It's very easy. Can you see how I'm opening it down? Can you see? Can you see? So can you see our neck is already forming. Our neckline is already forming. Then down to the slits. Can you see the slits? Can you see? It's pretty easy, guys. So the next thing I want to do now is to attach it. We will pin it down from the neck. Remember, we have joined our shoulder, right side facing right side. So from that joining of this black material to the neck that we notched, we are going to start pinning it. So that is what we want to do now. We want to start pinning it from that place that we notched with the black material that we joined, where we joined the black material. So that's where we want to start pinning it. Then we are going to pin it all round down. Then we stitch it. We are almost done, guys. We are almost done with the dress. Remember, we're also going to put the black material on the sleeve too, depending on how you want it. We are going to add it to the sleeve too, and also sew it round down. And basically, I think that's all. So all I'm just trying to do is to arrange it. I'm trying to arrange it. Can you see the way I'm arranging it? Can you see, guys? Just watch and see how I'm going to do it. I'm only trying to arrange it properly so that we can continue with the sewing. Can you see how I'm arranging it? Can you see? Then the next thing I want to do now is to start pinning. The black material to the neck, starting from the neck. Where you joined it, that's where you start pinning from, and where you notched. Can you see? From this place that was joined, you start pinning it. Can you see? So after pinning them down, you go ahead to your sewing machine and you stitch it down. Then after, you move to the sleeve. You use this black material also for the sleeve. I tape the sleeve round. I used 2 inches for the sleeve, the black material, and I stitched it down. Then after, I taped it round. That's basically all for the style, guys. Can you see? It's really come out nice. That's basically all. You can use Asha if you like. You can use doll face. You can use velvet for the black in place of the black material. Everything will come out nice, whatever choice. Thank you for watching, guys. See you in my next video. Bye.